Brana steps down from the carriage. Once you have what you've come for, you will have to meet me back here.
Yeah, we gotta go to that castle.
This is not the best plan, but I can't think of anything else. Sheena would like to pull some Competo out of her purse and just be like, how about this? You take some of that, and in return, if you'd like, you can just give us a little advice. We want to surprise our friend.
They didn't tell me not to show them how to get into the castle. Okay, follow me. This elven knight is stepping towards you. It tilts its head and you hear this sharp trill, and it makes these gestures at the goblins, who all just start to scamper about and just pour out of the room and make way. And it steps back and it makes the universal follow me gesture. And it leads you up this final set of stairs and onto this roof. It opens the door and it stands aside and it makes the gesture for you all to go inside.
Okay.
Alright. Finley does.
Yeah, Sheena's going with still holding the goblins.
Finley does. Trying to look as authoritative as possible.
You all just shuffle on in.
Luke's gonna have his hand on the knife.
Seneca is gonna force his way in front of Luke a little bit. Just just in front.
Save the boy.
Luke goes, what if someone tries to attack me from behind?
He just hugs you.
I don't know. Yeah. No, yeah, he puts, when I don't know, when people are bracing for impact or something, he tries to grab you
Luke
and
smacks his hand.
tries to put your head close to his chest.
Luke smacks his arm. Dude, no. What? No.
Okay. So, let me describe this rooftop scene for you real quick because it's buck wild. It is a different time up here.
Oh.
Okay, then.
It is nighttime. The sky is dark. There are all these shining stars in the sky, but they are green. And it is illuminated by this aurora borealis kind of light show shining around. And you see Puck. But Puck looks a little bit different than you have seen previously. Except for in the last nightmare you had, Finley, when Puck had...
Which Finley doesn't remember.
But for the audience, we can now get a good look at what they look like before. They are bigger and taller, and they look more goat-like now. So it's this tall, satyr-like creature with these goat-like features, and these green goat-like eyes, and they have these shining, iridescent, beautiful butterfly wings that just spread out from them and just kind of fade off as if they are made out of the same aurora borealis light effect. And they have this gorgeous green cape that just hangs loosely off their shoulders and hangs all the way down to the ground, that their feet just are barely touching as they hover just a few centimeters off the ground. It is this gorgeous rich green with a emerald clasp surrounded with inlaid gold, and woven into this green cloak is a map of Eden's Grove.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Also in the room, you see real Finley.
Oh.
Does our Finley still have their hood up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I doubt... Finley's got that face that you can just... You see two Finleys, you're like, yeah, they have the same face. That's another Finley.
Well, that's why you have your hood up and pulled down.
It's a hoodie.
Yeah.
It's not some elven cloak that hides your face.
Yeah, it's a hoodie.
You just pull the strings really tight.
And it's just that little hole where your nose and your eyes kind of see through.
All right. Yeah, real Finley is the one that doesn't have dyed hair. We agreed, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks just like Finley, but a little harder, a little tougher. They maybe got a bit more scars, and their hair isn't dyed. They are, now that Finley is dressed in elven armor, besides the hair color and the scar, they are dressed almost identically. It is hard to tell them apart.
Except for hair color.
Except for the
Oh,
hair
no.
color, which does make it a bit easier.
Oh, no.
Well, isn't that why the hoodie's there though, to hide the hair color?
I mean, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
Your hair's short, so
I imagine the real Finley isn't wearing a gray hoodie under their armor.
yeah, that's true though. Yeah.
either way, when my Finley sees the real Finley, they put their hood down.
Revealing the pink hair.
Well, because it kind of has an impact, like they've only seen themselves in like dreams and
Yeah.
mirrors, but seeing yourself looking slightly older and slightly more worn and slightly more,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it just completely you have to take a moment and just
Yeah.
also remember how we used to call them Pinkly and Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah,
Pinkly
we
and
might.
Really.
Okay, from now on, Pinkly is Finley, and the original Finley, or Finley OG, Finley Cool Ranch, will be Really.
Finley
What?
Cool Ranch.
Oh no. This is bad and I love it.
Can Seneca tell them apart?
Yes.
Roll.
While they
Okay.
do not have the same hair color, you can tell the two Finleys apart.
Okay, good.
Why must you specify while they have the same?
Well, because Seneca, we've established, is not the brightest.
It's very kind of you.
No, but the way that Riley phrased that makes it sound like.
Alright, so.
So they're just standing awkwardly here? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah, you're all just staring at each other.
Okay, if that's the case, Seneca,
They don't. I'm gonna be honest. They don't look happy to see you.
Seneca's gonna step forward.
Okay.
You must be the lord of this castle. I thank you for your welcome. I am Seneca, son of the great eternal Dionysius, and I am happy to meet you finally.
While he's talking, Finley pulls out their gun.
Are
And
you-
points it at Puck.
Sheena pulls out her sword.
Actually, Finley's just gonna shoot the gun. Can I roll kick some ass?
Oh.
Okay, real quick, Seneca. Which one were you talking to? The big butterfly satyr, or just the boy?
Whichever one was closest.
Okay, it was the big butterfly satyr.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Oh boy. One moment, you're really going for it, huh, Thug?
Luke just drags his hands over his face, like, and just mumbles, why are you so goddamn stupid? Why are you so goddamn
Considering how Finley reacted with Grendel's mother,
stupid?
Yeah.
Finley's just shooting.
Who are you shooting?
Oh, yeah.
Puck.
Okay.
Finley has nothing against the other Finley. As far as Pinkley knows, Really has been kept a prisoner just like them.
Yeah.
Just Luke is still mumbling, why is he so goddamn stupid because of, like
I'm gonna roll
saying
kick
his
some
full
ass,
name.
'cause-
Yeah, and Sheena's gonna
this is-
pull out her crossbow, actually, and shoot that too.
Okay.
Finley has no reserves, so this is completely what they are doing.
Uh,
And that is a 7.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, so Finley, you're shooting at Puck.
Yes.
I am also shooting at Puck.
Okay. Also known as Peter Pan, also known as Robin Goodfellow, also known as Jester, also known as the Archfey.
After Pinkley snapped out of staring at Really,
Yeah.
they are back to business, and that is kill Puck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've
For everything that Puck has done to them and their family and their parents and their aunt.
Yeah. So, how much damage do you deal with the fly swatter?
4 harm to fairies.
4 harms to fairy plus 5 with weakness. Okay, so it'd be 5 harm to Puck. Okay, so that is a decent amount of damage to the boy. He doesn't love it. You blast. You pull out the silver gun with the wooden handle and labeled the fly swatter. You shoot the boy.
Finley has tears in their eyes
I'm
as they
sure.
shoot Puck and yell, "That's for my family."
Puck doesn't even get to say anything. You just enter the boss chamber and, like, the cutscene to play is you just press X to skip it, and you just shoot it.
Well, I mean, they go in. There's this moment where they see themselves, the real one. So many things flash through their brain.
Mhm.
Seneca steps forward, starts talking, and snaps Finley out of it. And Finley just
Yeah.
What did you get again?
what?
What did you roll exactly?
7. So it was a mixed success.
Okay, you fail that roll.
Wait, do I get?
Wait, wouldn't it a surprise add its like 1 or something?
I get a +1, so that's an 8.
Okay, so all right. Just for the record, Puck also bestows a -1 ongoing to hit Puck.
All right, so it's back to a 7.
But because you have that +1, it's just gonna cancel each other out. So just everyone else keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because this is the breed of monster that caused my loss.
Yeah,
Is this lost?
Oh no. How dare you?
It was open.
Okay, so you deal damage. So you shoot Puck, and for a moment Puck is bleeding, and then Puck is suddenly directly in front of you. Just
Oh.
it happens almost too fast to even parse, and they just gently reach up and lightly tap you on the forehead, and you take 0 harm, but you are stunned.
All right.
Don't like that.
That move is called Fairy Kiss.
Oh. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sheena gotta stab him. She gonna do a stab.
Okay, Sheena, what did you roll?
It's a -1 because of the thing, right?
Yeah.
So I
Mhm.
rolled a 10.
Okay. So you kick his ass real good. What are you using?
Yeah, I'm using my jagged sword, which is jagged and poisonous, does 4 harm.
Okay.
So as soon as he like flash steps in front of Pinkley,
Enemy flash steps.
yeah, Sheena just jumps between them and slashes with her sword.
Okay. So you also get to choose a following effect. You gain the advantage, gain +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
Inflict terrible harm.
Okay, so I will add another damage to the Puck.
Yeah,
And he still gets to deal damage to you because he's Puck.
that's fine.
Um,
I have armor.
that's okay. He ignores armor.
Oh!
He reaches when he anime flash stepped in front of Finley. There's like an explosion of leaves. So what happened is after he lightly taps Finley's forehead, and this green shimmer goes across Finley, and they kind of lock up. You slash them with your sword. Puck turns, and as they turn, they grab one of the leaves that appeared when they teleported, and as they grab the leaf, it sharpens and elongates and like turns into gemstone, like this shimmering green
Oh.
glass, and they shove it into your chest, and you take 1 harm, but it ignores armor, so you just take the 1 harm.
Okay. That's not bad.
Are
we going in turns, by the way? Because it's a boss fight?
Tell you what, yeah, I will say, Finley, you are at the top. After Sheena, let's say Luke, and then after Luke
That's
sets a
great.
precedent, Seneca will go. Okay, Luke, what would you like to do?
Can Luke read a bad situation?
Oh yeah, 100%. Now's the time.
I want to do that.
It's the worst situation.
That is an 8.
Okay. Puck lets that slide. You get to ask 1 question.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet?
Oh yeah, for sure. Remember all those times you did really bad, crappy jobs and you failed a lot of rolls and then I laughed and didn't do anything?
Yeah.
So the crooked woman that picked up the flail abomination has been following you. Every time you guys have failed a roll since you have interacted with that creature, it has either gotten closer to you or done something in the world to make it more advantageous. And then the last time you failed, the result of the failure was that it was going to follow you into the fairy realm and it was going to attack you when you were most vulnerable. So, stepping out of the shadows is one of the crooked creatures.
Oh, yay.
The flail abomination is gripped in one of its hands, and the tentacles have wrapped itself around the creature, and as the tentacles reach up around the creature, they become two-dimensional and crooked along with the rest of the creature. So really, it just looks like a vaguely woman-shaped tumbleweed of black
Oh.
knives, kind of, holding a mace. And it's here too!
Luke looks at his chainsaw. He looks towards the creature. Would that work? I mean, this is a soul cleaver. He's like literally like mentally calculating.
It's the meme of the lady with the like
Yes,
math around
with the
her face.
geometry around her face. That is literally Luke right now because he's trying to figure out like what
Okay.
demon weapon would overpower.
Seneca,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn, bud. While Luke is struggling very hard to figure out if chainsaws kill things.
Well, no, it's because he remembers when any of Sheena's missed weapons touch something, it would start getting the ice.
Jokes
So-
aside, you were right to do that mental calculus.
So Seneca can see or like notices the a challenger approach. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can see this crooked woman with the flail abomination closing in. You can see this large archfey that is just kicking the ass of Finley and Sheena, and you can see the real Finley draw a longsword and start heading towards the fray.
Okay. And then the freakish looking woman is obviously looking nasty.
Yeah, real nasty.
Okay. I think Seneca's gonna banish the freakish looking woman.
Hell yes.
Yes.
I can't believe the crooked woman is going to become the final boss because you just put off killing it like over and over and over again. Yeah.
That's what.
No, I love it. I love it. Roll to cast out evil.
Okay. Plus tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
It is banned. Yeah. You turn and you raise up your like. What does this look like?
So Seneca turns, swishes his hair back, grabs his spear in both hands, and shouts at the top of his lungs, "This is Seneca of the Divines, and I banish you from this my presence."
Be gone,
damn.
thought.
That's what I was thinking.
This crooked mash of black lines and tentacles starts to glow with holy light from the inside, and as the holy light intensifies, it begins to fade. And then just with a popping sound, the crooked woman vanishes.
Cool.
It's Finley's turn, but you are stunned.
Yeah.
So it's Sheena's turn.
Oh.
But you are no longer stunned, Finley. You just lose this turn.
Alright.
Okay. Sheena is going to grab the hand that has stabbed her with the leaf, and she's going to, for one, pull it out of her, and then, like, yank the arm to the side towards her, and she's going to bite into his arm, and, like, try and go for a vein.
Oh, it's so good. Cause Puck is in intimate range. Yeah, roll to kick some ass. Remember to take that -1.
Yeah. 9.
Okay.
Sad. Because it would have been a 10!
Yeah, it would have been. So, you deal your damage.
Yeah, which is 4.
Puck is gonna take that. Yeah. Puck does have armor, though, so, like...
No!
Yeah, like, what? Puck is a big bad boss monster. What? I'm sorry, like, what did you...
I have armor, and it doesn't work.
You're ridiculous. Okay. You nom on this furry hand. And as you do so... Oh, you have so many attacks and abilities. What do you want to do, bud? I think Puck wants to cast a spell.
Oh.
Puck looks over at Seneca and just grins. And the grin goes up too high.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's like how a T-Rex mouth, if a T-Rex opened its mouth all the way, it just would split the head. You know?
Mm.
The goat head does that smile. It does like a crocodile smile all the way up.
Oh,
And
not a fan.
green light starts to shine from within Sheena. And then you hear a familiar popping sound.
Oh!
Sheena, I would like you to roll to act under pressure to see how bad this is.
Okay. Plus cool. Is it still -1?
No.
Okay.
It is just for that -1 is just for dealing damage to Puck.
Okay. So that's a 10.
Oh, okay. You disappear and you reappear downstairs.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
just
I
like
guess he kind of been banished.
you're banished all the way to downstairs.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But my next turn is probably gonna be just going up the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Luke.
Bring a goblin army with you.
Oh.
Luke, you see Sheena explode in a vest like Sheena might be dead?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna swing at, well, can I intimidate, really? With the chainsaw? like, put it in front of, really, like,
That would be manipulating someone.
Can
if
I-
you would like to roll to manipulate
I
Luke,
would.
because technically Luke isn't a monster, so that is something you could do.
yeah, and he's charmed. He got good charm.
This is true.
Yes, he has +2 charm, so that is an 11. Luke is holding the chainsaw in front and says, "This isn't your fight."
Finley, do you have anything for this?
Really? Really? You got anything?
Really is gonna like kind of back up and start to circle the fight. They're eyeing the stairs. They're like, maybe I should go downstairs and wait. No, they wouldn't know that the spider lady went downstairs. They are kind of circling like a hungry lion. They're not quite sure what to do.
Waiting for that moment.
Mm-hmm. Seneca, there's this big fairy and it just banished your friend. Like
Gonna
a
run at it
rude.
Gonna run out with his spear.
Yeah.
Go, yeah, try and kick some ass. Remember that -1.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that would be 9.
Okay. Puck is getting awfully tired of this, so you're going to re-roll that.
What?
Yeah, Puck has a special move where Puck can rewind time a bit. So when you dive forward at Puck, and Puck is just like, no, and makes a gesture, and time
What?
starts to like get swimmy and blurred and start to shift back, and I'd like you to re-roll.
Okay.
Roll good.
Roll better.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Hell yeah.
Yeah!
Screw
Wait, no,
you, Puck!
-1, so it's a 12. It's a 12 after the -1.
But that's still good.
Yeah, you get to do better. Like, I imagine Seneca sees this and like makes mental notes as their body is swam backwards. They like watch it and they're like, "Oh, I could have done better. My footing was a little off. Let's take that again."
Right.
Yeah, let's take that again from the top. So you deal your damage to it, and you get to choose an extra effect.
Truly, the chivalrous fight.
Would you like to suffer less harm? Would you like to inflict more harm? Would you like to force them where you want them, or would you like to take a +1 forward or give a +1 forward to someone?
+1 forward meaning like a +1 to the next roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give that to Luke.
Okay. Luke is gonna get a +1
Dope.
forward. And you deal your damage, so you dive forward. This time a little bit better. This time more aware of what you're doing. More aware of the cracks in the floor and the various ivies. And you leap forward and you stab your spear into Puck. And it does more damage than you thought it would. It's clearly whatever this is made out of, Puck is not is not fond of it. And Puck gives this howl as this spear goes through them, and Puck is going to that ivy you make sure not to trip on. It leaps up, it just shreds itself with thorns, and the thorns just razor you, and you are going to take 3 harm as these vines just demolish you. Oh, but you're invincible, aren't you?
My armor.
Yeah.
So what do I don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like a 2
I'm
or a
keeping track
1?
of your harm. You're currently at 1 harm again.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. This is a bad situation for Puck. Puck wants to get out of here.
No.
No spoilers.
No.
They were just stabbed through with a spear. They're bleeding. Their fairy guts all over the place. They look miserable.
Well, then they
did their cool time power, and it got ruined.
Tough luck. They got the stupid castle.
Yeah, they are unhappy. Finley, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm awake again.
Yes, your stun wore off, and you are ready to go.
He's within hand range now.
Yeah,
So,
his dumb fairy body's right there.
yeah, I can't use my fly swatter. I'm gonna use my specialist weapons that I have been carrying since I left home.
Your anti-Puck gun.
You've been saving them for Puck.
Yeah, like, no kidding. As much as I didn't like my aunt. That is... Could someone help out?
I cannot.
Well, I mean, what is Luke gonna do?
Well, how bad? What did you get, Finley?
A 6 with the minuses and all that.
Okay, so including the -1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke could roll to aid.
Alright. That is plus what?
That is plus cool.
Well then, let's see how this goes, because he don't got cool. Which is surprising now in this one, because he's doing pretty good in this battle.
I know, you guys are demolishing this boy.
That is a 7.
Nice. So, that bumps mine up to a 7.
Puck kind of wants to make you re-roll, but he's thinking about last time he tried that shenanigan and how poorly it went.
Yeah.
Puck is gonna make you re-roll. Luke.
Alrighty. That is a 10.
Puck, you're so bad.
Okay. Finley, how do you kill Puck?
I'm sorry. This is too good. Oh, man. Sorry, you said kill, and I'm just like... This is what I've been dreaming for. Alright. I take this cold iron rod that I have been holding on to of my Fey hunting materials, and I look him in the eye. I drive it through his heart, and I say, that was for me, Finley, and everyone else you screwed over.
Blood starts to trickle out of Puck's mouth, and their body starts to wither like a dead plant. And they just grin at you. And their last moments, they smile at you and they go, I had such grand plans. You could have been so much more. And you threw it all. And that's it. They die mid-sentence. And they just wither, and they become just like this shriveled up satyr-like plant. The wings of light disappear. The cloak just fades, and their body slumps over. The real Finley has this look of shock and horror on their face. This shudder goes through the entire fairy kingdom. The Fey realm just shakes. Trees start to just like lift up out of the earth and start to float up aimlessly into the sky. The castle starts to crack and shudder as the glass planes start to lose color and start to fade. And as they start to fade, they just start to crack. Plants all around you are shriveling up and dying.
Luke goes, I think it's time to go. We need to go.
Pinkley turns to the real Finley and is like, you wanna come with us?
I don't think I have a choice.
Come to the real world?
I don't think I can't remember the last time I was in the real world.
Well then, new start.
Yeah. Yeah, a new start. We gotta go. We need to go.
Yeah.
We need to go.
Let's
And
go, let's go,
stuff
let's
is
Can I
just
say
breaking.
that Sheena just like kicks the door down and she's
Yeah.
like holding these tiny goblins clinging to her in fear. She's like, "Holy shit, guys, we need to get out of here!"
See, I wanted to make some pun when I killed Puck,
No,
but I couldn't think of one.
good.
No, it was good. No, what you said was good.
Yeah, it
Looks
was-
like it was hockey after all. I don't know. Bang.
Like, Pinkley is literally like, as they're running, just like, man, what could I have said instead? What would have been a better fun?
I'm actually kind of sad because like that was a really good bit, but also I was planning on Sheena's next move that she was gonna start a riot with all of the goblins.
Well, you can do it now.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we're running.
The goblins are going crazy. Like, they don't know what's happening. They're all scampering in different directions. They're, like, climbing up the walls. They're all freaking
Buddy,
out.
come on!
You see, the elf knights are just, like, picking up as many goblins as they can carry and just, like, leaping at trees and just, like, disappearing into the trees with them. You see these fairies that are, like, flying through the air, like, towards the sky. You see several Grendels,
Oh.
like,
Ah.
carrying just, like, armloads of random items. Like, shoes, like, flashlights, a shirt, like, glasses, a child's toy. Just arms full of this nonsense, and they're just running as fast as they can towards the direction of the lake. It is completely, like, chaos.
Finley, how do we get out of here? You know this place.
How did you get here?
Brana!
We need to go back to where we met Prana.
Smash cut to Brana on top of the mountain with Beastie looking very worried, starting up their car. Like, I was gonna say starting up their car, but then I'm like, it's a wagon right now, so they're leaping onto their carriage, and they're starting to drive down the mountain towards the road to town because they can clearly see that stuff has gone bad.
Cut back to us. Sheena's like, "Okay, guys, we need a shortcut. Everyone, get on my back."
Alrighty.
What?
Just, like,
Seneca, get on her back!
I just like chuck everyone onto my back, and Sheena's gonna leap out the window.
Okay,
Okay.
roll to act under pressure.
That's a 12.
You burst out that window so good. It's like it's that scene from E.T. where you see the bike illuminated against the moon.
It's just
Except
this
it's
weird
a
amalgamation of human bodies and spider legs.
yeah, it's a massive Spider Woman with 1, 2, 3, 4 people just like on her back or in her arms.
And like
a few
80 goblins.
Yeah, just
Is
spilling.
Buddy there? Is Buddy there? Specifically Buddy.
I probably got
Uh,
Buddy.
We don't know.
You said Buddy had a nose ring.
This is true.
Roll to see if I got Buddy.
Yeah, roll act under pressure to see if you managed to grab Buddy while you were downstairs.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Yeah, you got Buddy. Of course you heckin' got
Nice.
Buddy. You would never leave Buddy to die. You fall and you land on the ground. You're gonna take 1 harm because
Okay.
you leapt off a whole castle. I feel like I should do more harm, and I normally would, but you are a cool spider lady, so
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it low.
Oh, technically that would have been like a 13 because I get +1 ongoing to fleeing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So I'm just gonna keep running.
Yeah, you're booking it. Let's do searching the woods to see if you can find Brana while all this nonsense is happening.
Okay. Damn, I'm rolling so well. What am I adding to searching the woods?
Sharp.
Sharp. Okay, that is an 11.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, 12.
Yeah, you are scrambling through the streets, expertly dodging and weaving bits of debris that are falling up into the sky, dodging the various creatures and animals that are running every direction. Like, animals lived here. Like, there are elk and badgers and, like, lizards and things that are all just, like, bolting in different directions. You see, like, you see other maddened hunters that, like, in various states of being covered in ivy, in various states of insanity, either, like, just, like, going crazy on goblins, just stabbing through goblins like someone with like a trash collecting pick, just like shish kebabbing goblins. Some of them are running towards safety. Some of them are clawing at trees because they saw elves go in there, but they can't go through because they're not an elf. Just like this entire weird mirror world is just falling apart, and the entire time this is happening, just there's panic, and you see eyes opening up across the trees, on buildings, in various places. And as all of this is happening, just in time, Brana's carriage pulls up, and Brana's headless body screams, "Get in!" And the doors fly open.
Yeah, Sheena turns into human and just piles everyone in.
Everyone
get in.
falls
Yeah,
off
everyone
you.
just-
I imagine she, like, opens the door, just leaps in, and as she leaps in, she, like, turns human, so that all of their momentum just, like, piles in.
No, yeah. Just
Still a few goblins. Obviously, Buddy is there.
yeah, obviously, buddy. Sheena, you have someone to watch the
I
Nightcrawlers.
have a babysitter!
You have a babysitter.
Alright, let's go!
Yeah, in the back you see Beastie, who is in the other chair and has both paws up on the head of Brana and is just chewing on Brana's hair.
Oh no!
The chariot starts moving at like full speed, trying to escape this chaos. And I need to check. You banished the crooked woman real good, Seneca. Where did you send them?
Oh, I get to choose?
The void.
Yeah, I think on such a good roll, I'm gonna let you choose. Like, where did you banish them? You cannot send them outside of Eden's Grove.
Oh, well, I mean...
But, like, anywhere in the surrounding area of Eden's Grove, like...
Was it a dream with the squirrel in the pit? Was that a dream?
Yes, that was a dream sequence, kind of.
Darn. But that's, yeah, so Seneca wouldn't consider that a real place, is my point.
So there would be no pit to drop, yeah.
Right, so I don't know.
I mean, there's a lake.
Did you just send them to the middle of a lake? Oh, that would be rough. I just want to know if they're in the fairy realm or not.
Yeah, so they're not in the fairy realm. I
Yeah.
think, like, he wanted to make them as far away as possible.
Okay.
And this realm is too close.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Just making sure so I can have that villain for next time.
Yeah.
For next season, goodness, I'm gonna have to do
Lovely.
some planning.
It's gotta be Sheena's season because it's got Sheena's weapon.
Yeah. While we see this cut of the carriage tearing across the collapsing street that is floating up into the sky, and then we cut over to the Changeling Forests, the Finley farm, earlier that we saw, and we just these trees are dying, and then like the broken wood is snapping up. Finley, I need you to roll to act under pressure.
Aww.
I rolled. Actor pressure's cool. I don't have good cool. A 9?
Okay. You are going to take some harm as the various magics that give you life are destroyed. You begin to die.
Oh.
What? Oh no.
Yeah, Pinkley, you can feel yourself becoming wood.
Can Sheena maybe, like, pull out some magic ingredients and start, like, trying to do something?
I don't super know if you have something for this.
The real Finley looks at Pinkley and goes, I'm sorry. And Pinkley's like, I suppose this would have happened eventually.
What's going on?
You know, it was It was so cool making friends with all of you guys. I loved hanging out with all of you.
What's going on?
Finley, I would like you to roll to read a bad situation. While Brana is hecking steering this.
That's plus sharp?
Yeah, that's plus sharp.
I got a 6.
Okay. You have no idea how long you're gonna last. Honestly, you think you got maybe a day? You're running out of time pretty quick without that magic. Brana is struggling, but Brana is operating with a particular skill set and a particular magic that is not in like the elves that were disappearing through the trees. While they are fae, they can survive without the fairy realm. Especially considering they are like a portal between realms. Their whole job was being of multiple places. So they managed to pull off their magic. And just for a moment, you leave the fairy realm, but you don't arrive in Eden's Grove. There's just this space that you are in. Just this white, dreamlike space. And it is empty, and it is cold, and you can hear everything and nothing at the same time. It is this weird, painful silence that hurts your ears. Like there is a heavy amount of sound and pressure on you, but you're not hearing anything. Like you literally cannot hear anything. Sound does not travel in the space. And it's just for a moment, and then the carriage comes crashing down on the roads of Eden's Grove and is a car again. And it kind of swerves as it gets into the right lane, and it's still dark out. And Brana kind of just like pulls over and like kind of rides up onto the sidewalk and just slams on the brakes.
Sheena turns to Pinkley and is just like, "You're not gonna last, are you? You're dying. Right?"
What?
Maybe.
Oh god.
You know, like, I've never been that great at taking care of plants, and,
Yeah, but you can't leave us.
you know, I bet I would have had a great time with all ya.
That was not a time to make
Hey.
puns! Damn it!
Beastie gives a little yip. A little happy yip.
Luke is just pressing at his eyes now, and it's very obvious he's trying not to cry.
You know, it's probably about time that I, make like a tree and leaf.
Not the damn time!
You're such an asshole, Finley.
God damn it, you've saved my life a lot more than I can count, and now I can't do anything.
It's alright. I'm not, you know, you've got me still here. There's still me.
Yeah, real Finley is just sitting there, this look of shock and confusion and pain on their face as they're sitting next to this person that came to rescue them. They don't know what to do. They were planning on. They didn't know if they were going to kill you. They didn't know what their plans were. They thought maybe they could kill Puck and be the new fairy king. They had so many plans, and now none of them matter. And they're just left with this confusion about what to do next.
We're gonna miss you, buddy.
Luke's just running his fingers through his hair.
Well, you know, in all the stories about changelings, when the real one and the fake one meet, they end up battling it out, and I'm glad that it didn't have to go down like that.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet you, Finley.
Jesus Christ. Luke is crying, and
I've been crying for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah, Luke's been keeping it back because he's not a person that likes crying, and he's upset now.
Brana steps in and places her head onto her neck. Their neck. Thank you. And wraps the scarf around their neck tightly, and places their hand on Finley's shoulder and says, "I ferry souls to where they need to be when they die. I don't know if changelings have their own souls, but I will take you to where you need to be." And they squeeze Finley's shoulder.
If anyone's got a soul, I'd say Finley's got it.
Yeah. Just, yeah, God.
And even if you didn't before, I'd say you'd earned it by now, bud.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you.
Well, Brana, I said before we got off on the wrong foot. Is it all cool between us now?
Sure. I'll give
Alright.
you one last ride, and we'll consider it even.
Alright. No, it was nice.
Sheena
Luke,
hugs him.
Sheena. Oh,
Luke is joining that hug.
yeah, let's do this. Bear hug, everybody.
Everyone goes in for the bear hug except for real Finley.
Real Finley. Take care of my truck.
Why is that what you're worried about, you dumbass?
I don't think they know how to drive.
It's okay, we'll teach you.
Yeah. You got nothing
Get
to
in
worry
here.
about.
You're part of this group now.
Beastie gives a little yip, and real Finley, awkwardly shuffles into the group hug and joins the group hug. Beastie nuzzles into the feets.
Yeah.
He's getting in there. He is searching for maximum rubs.
Aw.
There's like 2 goblins in here. I imagine they did not stick around. They have scampered out.
I imagine Buddy's still here.
Yeah, buddy.
He probably went
I
with his
think
other
Buddy
Buddy, no.
left too.
No, I need a babysitter.
Buddy scampered outside with like the goblins that you grabbed, just like poured out like water and just like disappeared into the bushes and the brambles, all running their separate directions. You don't know what sort of life these goblins are going to have now. Like, the fairy realm where they existed is just not a thing anymore.
I mean, it's better than being dead.
It's better than being dead. So it'll be fun to see in the next season how the ecosystem has changed.
Ah, you know what?
What?
Finley was gonna grab one of the horns off of the wooden... Fuck. Dang, my prize
Tell
is
you what.
lost.
I'll let you. We can retcon and say you grabbed that because dead monster body parts are pretty important, and I probably should have made you should have that with you. You have
Yeah,
a wooden.
they snapped off one of the horns. Like, I'm taking this.
You gotta give it
I'm
to...
taking this cube thing with me.
Oh, you should probably tell real Finley to give that to the armor guy.
To the Green Knight.
Yeah.
To pay for it. Pay for that armor that you're not going to need anymore.
Shut up.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
It's about time you all left.
that's all, folks.
Yeah. Brana gestures for you all to leave the vehicle.
Bye, Finley. It was great. Hope you can find an afterlife of some sort.
You deserve it. I don't
Yeah.
anyone to just enjoy yourself in some form of afterlife.
We'll never forget you.
It was fun.
God, just go. We're not gonna be able to
Yeah.
just try to take her. Take them and
Brana,
go.
go.
When you all step out, it's like a really nice limo. It's like a really nice.
Pinkley gives them a thumbs up. Double thumbs up as they leave.
Sheena thumbs up.
Luke gives a laugh and waves.
Brana gets into the driver's seat. You can see Beastie crawl from the little open window that she opens and sit in the shotgun spot.
Oh.
They get themselves comfortable and they look out the window with their shiny puppy cub eyes and their tongue lolling out the side of their mouth. There's drool, just maximum amounts of drool.
I imagine there's some drool on her hair.
Yeah, there is some drool on Brana's hair. Yeah. Brana lights a cigarette and rolls up the window. No, not all the way, but enough, and starts driving. And you all watch the car drive off for a bit and then turn left on a road. And you see this black limo drive off into the night, and you don't see where it goes.
Well, then Luke's wiping his eyes.
We should probably take you home, Finley, to your new / old apartment.
Let you get settled in.
Yeah.
Yeah, from here on out, real Finley, totally in your hands, Remy.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Real Finley looks around and is like, I don't know anything about the other me, or I haven't been in the human world at all my entire life.
That's okay. Well, we're here to help.
Luke places a hand on their shoulder and goes, "We'll help you through it. It's honestly."
Yeah, we may not be the best crew to help you through what it's like being human, but, we'll do our best.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna... Yeah. Sorry about intimidating you with my chainsaw. Looks like you're gonna be rolling with us, so I'm gonna apologize for that.
Okay. Seneca.
Mm-hmm.
Your phone starts to ring.
Oh.
Do you answer?
Hello?
You hear the voice of your father, and they tell you you have done a great job, and they are proud of you. But that they need you right now, and there is a more important quest for you to join.
Oh.
Something has happened that requires all of Olympus's attention, and as someone who is on the rising track to godhood, he would appreciate it if you came.
Oh. Well, of course. So he hangs up. Seneca turns to the rest of the crew. I'm sorry, but I've just been called to something very important and I must go now.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, whenever you're free again, we'll be glad to have you back.
Oh. Definitely. It should only be a couple days.
You're always welcome here.
yeah.
I
Thank
know I threatened you at the beginning, but, you really turned around.
I know that I've never been the kindest to you, and that's... I mean, part of it was just personal space, and well, that's kind of out the window now, personal stuff, so... Yeah, any time, really. And you came in there with the whole banishing that creature, which... So, yeah. Anytime.
Well, you be safe and don't let anybody throw you anymore. I don't think that's a very good idea.
Especially with a chainsaw, just
Oh,
like...
no promises there. No promises there.
We'll do our best.
Oh?
You know what our best means. See you next time, Seneca.
Farewell.
So, Seneca, you turn, and this bright light shines down. No limo for you today. There's the whole 9 yards with the beam of light.
Nice.
There is an angelic hum throughout the streets.
Luke is just looking around like, the fuck?
Seneca, I assume you walk into the light?
Mm-hmm.
You walk into the light, and you stand proudly with your spear next to you, resolute, and you turn and you face your charge one last time. A person you didn't get to know very well, and that spider lady. And, Luke, I want you to roll to investigate a mystery real quick.
That's a 3, so...
You know, there's something that's really bugging you as you look at him, standing in that beam of light. They look so familiar, and you don't know why. And then the beam of light closes, and Seneca is gone. Off to the next heroic hunt.
Well, 2 gone, 1 added. Back to our group of 3, I guess.
Yep.
This is gonna be so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We apologize for any future awkwardness, but we'll do our best.
The camera pans out from this old but new team meeting for the first time, getting reacquainted with themselves, and it pans out, and it goes over Eden's Grove, and it zooms out until we see the eye that is the shape of Eden's Grove. And we see the forest, and it looks a little thinner than it used to. We see some goblins scurrying around the town, fighting Fresno Nightcrawlers for trash. One is riding a Fresno Nightcrawler like a battle chariot.
Oh my god.
As they tear through the streets, no doubt to raise hell for some poor civilian that will be telling some pretty marvelous stories the next day that no one will believe. We see Seneca standing in the grand marble halls of Mount Olympus, shining with a new godly aura, surrounded by other deities. There's something that is concerning. They do not know where Hercules is, and they all are discussing what to do, various plans, various stratagems, as they all look down at Eden's Grove from their perch. We see the squirrel. It is in the park, and it is cleaning itself, and it is preening. And just for a moment, it is eyes. It is covered in eyes. It is these shining, malevolent eyes looking every direction. It sees everything. It knows everything. And then it is a squirrel, and it picks up a nut, and it shoves it in its little mouth, and it scampers up a tree. We see the beach of the lake that we have seen so many times before, where Finley arm wrestled a Grendel to a standstill, and we see massive dragon-shaped footprints in it leading out of the lake and towards the town.
Oh.
And we see a shot of the night sky, and there are a few spider webs drifting through it, like scarves or wisps, traveling through the night air. There's a lot of spider webs now.
Hey Mark Experience audience, and welcome to the end credits. Thank you so much for listening to our show. If you want to see MXP art and laugh at the dumb jokes we make about our own show, you can find us on Tumblr at tumblr.com/blog/markexperience. If you like the music, you can buy it all at markexperience.bandcamp.com. And we also have merch at redbubble.com/people/mark-experience, where you can buy posters and shirts and stickers. If you want to donate so that we can create more content, you can head over to our Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/Jamie Remy. That's spelled JAMIEREMY. That's my name. You can find this podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher, so listen wherever is easiest. Have fun browsing, and we'll see you next time.